Hey, hello everybody. Santa Claus here. Still in Batangas. I don't know, for a little while longer. Not too much. So I'm just sitting around back here by their dirty kitchen. It's kind of noisy up front. Omar's here for the weekend. His dog's barking. Barks for nothing, basically. So I'm trying to come over here where it's a little more quiet. I don't know how much more quiet it is on the playback, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to mention a couple things. Nothing specific. It's just kind of on my mind because I've been watching this Netflix documentary. Actually, I watched the whole thing last night. It was 5 episodes, like 5 hours. And it was all on 9/11, when the Twin Towers came down, and also on Afghanistan, the whole terrorism thing, how long we've been there, 20 years, and it's the 20-year anniversary of 9/11 coming up next week. So, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to put it out there that if you guys have never seen it before and you want absolute proof that all that stuff was terrorism based and not anything else, such as controlled demolition or some goofy idea like that. I don't know who came up with that one, but yeah, you can watch it. You can watch it. I highly recommend watching it. They have interviews with survivors. They have interviews with first responders. Have interviews with people that were in the towers, the air control, flight control towers, trying to get a hold of the airplanes when they were being hijacked. They have an interview with a guy that was in the flight school when these terrorists were training to be pilots. They show you all the terrorists that were involved in all 4 planes. You got to remember there was 4 planes. There wasn't just 2 in the Twin Towers. There was 2 more planes. One hit the Pentagon. That was no joke there. And the other one was heading towards the Capitol. But the people on board got to the cockpit, and they stopped the plane from hitting the Capitol, and they crashed and burned in Pennsylvania. I think it's called Shanksville, in a field. There's a big memorial there. And speaking of memorials, you know, if you don't believe this really happened and was terrorism, you know, check out the memorial. And there's also a museum. There's a 9/11 museum in New York. They have some damaged fire equipment and all kinds of other stuff they have there in the museum. It's a pretty sad situation, but as they say, never forget. Never forget. And I don't think Americans will ever forget. Even though, I don't know, some people might have doubts. Maybe doubts that it's true. I don't know how you can have doubts about that. Or that it was planned by our government. Yeah, right. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because the anniversary's coming up real soon, and it was a really good documentary. And just, you know, that's not the only documentary that's around too. There's plenty of stuff on it, and more stuff will be available coming up real soon because, like I said, the anniversary is next week. So a lot of TV stations and things are doing specials where you can watch this stuff if you're interested. And The only other thing I wanted to talk about was the vaccine. Seems to be a big subject on the internet, interwebs, and YouTube. And yeah, I mean, basically, you're gonna have to get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. But I really don't like constant people telling me constantly that it's bad, it's dangerous, it's no good. Beware, wake up, whatever you want to say. I can't handle it anymore. If that's your beliefs, hey, fine, believe what you want to believe. Don't get it. You know, I as I've said before, if I didn't have to get it, I wouldn't get it. I have no choice. We have to travel. We have to get out of here. We have to get to Dingaland. You need it. You have to show proof. You're going to need it everywhere. You're going to need it to fly anywhere. You're going to need it to travel anywhere. And this isn't our country. So, you know, if you want to be a prisoner in your own house, go right ahead. But you don't have to tell people every day that how bad it is and how bad it is in other countries. And, you know, I think people are pretty smart. They can figure out one way or another if they want the vaccine or not. They don't need naysayers to constantly pound their heads with your beliefs. I personally think your beliefs are your beliefs. Stick with them and keep them to yourself. Keep your beliefs to yourself. You don't need to, you don't need to advertise your beliefs. It's the same thing as religion. You know, if you're Catholic, you believe in Jesus Christ. You believe He was the Savior. That's fine, but you don't push it on anybody else. You don't push it on Jewish people. Jewish people don't believe Jesus was the Savior. They believe He was a prophet. So why would they change their mind? That's their belief. So it's just like the vaccines. If you believe they're bad, then don't do it. You don't have to keep advertising it and announcing it. I'm just talking about talking to anybody out there that's a naysayer and that's constantly saying this stuff all the time. I'm just shutting you down. I'm shutting you out. I can't handle it anymore. I don't want to hear it every day. I don't want to watch it. Keep it to yourself, man. You can think of other things to talk about. And if you have nothing else to talk about, hey, take a break. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just happy to have this place finally sold. I'll be happier when we get out of here. I'm just waiting on more information on the vaccine. Grace is trying to find out when and where they're doing it. I don't know if I'll be able to get to J&J. It might not be available for a long time. I think they're doing Pfizer right now, so I may have to do that because I don't want to delay the getting out of here too much longer. I really don't want to be here any more than the end of September. Even though we're not being rushed by the new buyers, they said stay as long as you want. That's not what I want. So Grace is at the barangay right now with Catherine, getting some paperwork done for me. An ID done, and I have a paper drawn up by the barangay that says I'm a senior citizen. So it's not a senior citizen card issued by the Philippines. It's just from their barangay saying that I'm a senior and that I can maybe get priority for the vaccine they're doing for seniors. So they're going to give me a card, just a barangay card with my picture laminated. Saying my age and all that, but yeah, it's not a senior citizen card from the government or nothing. If you're American or you're a foreigner, you can't get that. You can't get the benefits for senior citizens of the Philippines. You're not allowed because you're not a citizen. But yeah, I would not take advantage of that anyway. That's for Philippine citizens. especially the poor and the needy. I don't need to be on their list. So that's about it. That's really all I got to see. All I can say is educate yourself on everything you're saying and doing, what you're trying to put out there and tell people, and let people make up their own minds on what they believe and what they want to do. And some of the stuff you're better off keeping to yourself. That's all I can say. If you don't like what I'm saying, oh well. You don't have to watch me either. I just try to speak the truth in the way I feel. And that's about it. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. Make sure you like and subscribe to these videos if you haven't already done so. And keep watching. See what happens next. I'll let you know when I find out if the vaccine, when it's available. I have another friend that I met down by Taal. He's from Canada. He told me he's getting the Pfizer, and he's already had his first dose. He's getting his second dose on Tuesday. So that's what we're trying to find out, if Tuesday is available for first doses or only second doses. So I wouldn't mind getting the Pfizer, because it's I think it's pretty good now, since they fixed some of the problems they were having. But all in all, yeah, there's a few problems out there for just a few small percentage of the population. You're always going to have a problem with a small percentage. But you know, there's been millions vaccinated, and all in all, there hasn't been problems. My wife's fine. She got it, Moderna. All the other people in her immediate family have been vaccinated. No problems. No issues, no side effects. So what you're hearing most of the time is not true. It does affect a very small percentage. You might have a bad side effect. But hey, you know, everybody gets vaccines. I've been getting vaccines since I was a kid. And if you were in the military, you got vaccines. And before I came to the Philippines, I had to be vaccinated as a coming to a foreign country. I got the hepatitis vaccine. I got the mosquito vaccine. I got all that stuff before I came here. I got vaccinated when I was a kid for school. So what's the big deal about vaccines, man? Even if they weren't tested as long, it's basically just antibodies. So, I don't know, do what you want. I'm not trying to tell you one way or the other. You can do your own research. But most of the bad stuff is all false information. Believe what you want to believe. But if you live in the Philippines, you got to do what they tell you to do, unless you want to be a prisoner in your own house. So that's really all I got to say. Everybody out there, take care of yourself, your friends, your family. Be kind to everybody. And do the best you can out there. Santa Claus, now living in the Philippines. God bless everyone. Over and out.